Well, welcome back everybody. I'm Absurdum. We're going to play some more Stoneshard with the dual wielding axe Jorgrim build, and here we are, of course, in Brin once again because I've got so much loot to sell and I really need to buy some new stuff, so it kind of works out. Let's see, I think I have pretty much everything ready to just be sold as is. And I don't really have... Okay, there they are. I was going to say, pretty sure I had lots of books to sell, but I just skimmed right over them. Also, though, so much money you got left. No one else is really going to buy that. Pelts can sell pretty well to pretty much anybody. Let's sell these. Just to sell them, I guess. Are you perfect? These other ones, we'll see what we can sell to. No one's going to buy that. Whatever, it's just iron ore, who cares? But I am going to try to make this as quick as possible in terms of editing, because I don't want it just to be like 40 minutes of me walking around Brin back and forth, selling the same things over and over again. So things like buying food and small things like that, I'm going to leave cut out because it's not really that interesting, and it doesn't really matter if I show you that I bought, you know, some lentils or something to that effect for when I want to cook later, and probably don't even have that on screen, to be perfectly honest. I don't think so. So some of this stuff I'll leave cut out, but in terms of selling things, making big purchases, of course I'm going to show you that. So give me a second here, and I think we're going to be going to the bank next. Okay, I now have a lot of ancient coins to turn in. 1334, so close to elite. Deal 5,000 some crowns. Perfect. I'm almost surprised I even have that much room in my inventory. Alright, let's head down to the jeweler and see what we can make from him. Alright, does he have anything I'd really want? It's probably about time that I turn this guy in for something better. It's hard because I do have that cursed ring that I'm really mostly interested in using. My only real concern is whether or not they affect your sanity. Because I don't want to lose morale sanity just from having a ring equipped, because there's not much I can do about it. Losing 21 health, though, someone was like, you know, you're going to play this dual wielding axe, basically really kind of like Berserker, then it only makes sense to you have a cursed ring of bloodlust, and I kind of couldn't agree more. The health restoration and magic resistance is kind of nice too. Not super keen on losing 21 health. That's a lot of health, but having all these other things would be kind of nice. More global bleed resistance, even more magic resistance on top of that. And we'd be getting some energy, which could be kind of nice. Let me look real quick and see what the internet says about it. Okay, that was not helpful. I found a bunch of old posts, and I think even the wiki doesn't have updated information about curses and morale, the new morale system and stuff like that. And then I saw a dev blog about curses from what appeared to be a very long time ago. In fact, there seemed to be a cursed scroll that somebody used on an item, and I was like, ooh, okay, so super outdated. Anyways, decent possibility that we could end up doing that. My accuracy is probably pretty good, actually, without anything here. Accuracy is set at 98%. No, it's not bad to go above 100, but I don't feel a strong need to do that either. Kind of rather get something more defensive. Don't know if that's really a possibility. When it comes to rings, definitely don't want any of you. Need resistance, fumble, max health. That would be kind of more what I was thinking. This is silver emerald. I mean, even the 6 max health would be decent. This is kind of like a upgraded version of what I have, minus the fact that I wouldn't be getting the experience gain. It's got the fumble, it's got the healing efficiency, it's got the bleed resistance, it's just got a little bit more. But even still, because my ring's enchanted, and really only be getting a couple of health, 1 fumble chance. I just, maybe this isn't the guy I'm looking for. All right, let's sell what we have then. I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I don't think it's the answer. Ooh, he's out of money already. Buddy. You're buy that tooth, sure. She brings... Buy that, I guess. Perfect. Okay, that's about as good as we're going to get with him. Alright, on to the next guy. Okay, well here I am just kind of at this trader. I sold him a couple small things like my old belt and stuff, which wasn't worth much. But then I realized on this other page I did have more things to sell. So there's that dagger we picked up. Pretty nice looking dagger. 140. Not bad. I'll buy us some food. More books in here. Jeez. 204. 174. I mean, ooh, there's a nice ring. Not bad. Not bad considering. Okay. Well, that's it with him. Let's quickly march down here and see if this gentleman has anything for us, which I don't think he will, but maybe. Where were you when I was doing that kind of stuff? I mean, we had bought this guy. This guy's pretty cool looking. % bleed, stagger, some accuracy, body part damage. This would have been really nice. Go figure. Got here the trophy necklace. Yeah. Berserker ring. Increased damage taken. Ooh, here's the tier 5 light armor. With a lot less protection. Physical resistance. Weapon damage, crit damage, some dodge. Not bad for light armor, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna go to our mage friend up here. Potion shop. And see if he wants to buy some of these birds and feathers and stuff. I've been asking everybody if there's any good news and stuff, but it doesn't seem like it. So I think I've got all the POIs around because no one's offering me anything. In fact, I'm getting a lot of repeat stuff told to me. One thing I do want, though, is your identification scrolls. Because I have loot that needs identified. And I feel very strongly about it. You want to buy this stuff? Go for it. Lots of harpy stuff, man. Some more harpy stuff. Look, there's so much stuff to sell. Who are we going to sell this crap to? Nobody wants all the crap. Below these random dead body parts. We're going to have to deal with that at some point. Alright, well, I'm going to walk around town. We'll check out the vendor, the pawn, the guy in here and stuff. I doubt he's going to have anything for me. Most likely just going to kill time until the guild opens up and see what I can get from him. But if they do have anything, of course, I'll bring you in. Okay, here we are. There he is. Grab him. There we go. He almost got away, but not this time. Okay, but like, where were these guys when I was trying to kick ass with the two hands? Never mind. It's not the point. Alright, so what do we have? We have a good amount of money on us. So I'm expecting to see some big changes here. This Captain Brigadine seems like it could be pretty decent. An extra 3 protection and a little bit extra here and there. We're at the point now where spending the money doesn't negatively mean anything to me. So I'm kind of all for it, as long as we find something I really like. Heavy Knight, not quite what I wanted. And then this guy, who was even more protection for a bigger hit to dodge. But now that we're not getting that dodge penalty as much as we were, I kind of care a little bit less. I kind of would rather have the extra defensive bonuses. 5 more protection is a lot when you only have 13. I like having the piercing and crushing a little bit, especially to my body, though. And this actually has less bleed resistance, which hurts me a little emotionally. Crit avoidance could be nice, though, since I can't dodge crits. I'm very susceptible to them. This one has more bleed resistance and the same crushing. Yeah. Kind of like this one better, I think. But most importantly, I think we need to up our weapons. Our weapons are just not quite there. Accuracy is not something, once again, that I feel like I really need. That's a huge jump in everything, but also look at that skill energy cost. That's something I need to be very mindful of. Ooh, that guy would hurt somebody. So that is the Knight Axe, not to be confused with the Knight Hatchet. Of course, don't be silly. They're two very different things. Accuracy, once again, I don't feel like I need the accuracy. The Noble Hatchet, which comes with counter, block, and bleed. My girlfriend's currently yelling at my cat for trying to sneak into the cat's food, which I can hear very clearly, but I was paused there to make sure that it wasn't getting picked up on the microphone. Now that would have been a big deal, but it would have been kind of funny. My cat's always trying to sneak extra food. Okay, so this guy is kind of the upgrade to what I have, which I think will be pretty much what I want, right? It's extra counter. That block is a little bit lower. We don't come with the block power, which is A little disappointing, maybe. The bleed chance is twice, which is kind of nice. And that extra 3 damage on the top, that might not seem like much, but that is like 10%. What else have we got in mind here? Another noble? Okay, there's a hatchet and there's an axe version. Got it. Okay. I didn't realize. I was gonna say, wait, didn't I just look at this? No. Sure didn't. Hatchet seems to be kind of more my style right now. And then there's this guy. This guy is kind of the upgrade to what I'm wearing now, right? We got the block chance. Once again, we'd be losing some block power. Crit avoidance wouldn't be the end of the world either. Oh no, we'd be gaining crit block power. Okay, so we'd get some back. We'd be losing the fatigue, but that's not doing much for me. And that little bit of dodge chance I don't think is that big of a deal either, to be perfectly honest. Okay. What other axes do we have? We have the Brin hatchet. That's block and bleed. Energy cost 10. Not going to be a huge upgrade in damage for us, though, which is, I think, something to be very notable of. Though we're going to get our energy cost down if we have this, which could be very nice. Let's see here. Counter's up a lot. Block chance is a little bit lower. That's okay. Bleed chances up a lot. That can be meaningful. A lot of the enemies we fight bleed. Not all the enemies we fight, but a lot of enemies. So even though this is only one base damage, if we can get people bleeding, that's kind of a big deal. Especially since I'm pretty sure that rocks on one of our things. Let's go ahead and definitely pick this guy up, I think. I wouldn't take to getting another one, to be perfectly honest. Or we could up it a little bit and get the noble hatchet. Maybe get a little bit of both. Some extra damage. That counter chance will go up a little bit. I really like having the idea of having just 16 counter from having both axes was kind of nice. And that bleed chance wouldn't be terrible either. Take a quick look here. What are we working with? See, accuracy is split between the two hands, but remind me. Crit is as well, but that's okay. Efficiency counter is not, which is really nice. We can get a lot of counter chance. Fumble chance is still kind of high. Interesting. Keep that in mind. I mean, granted, that will go down with different skills and stuff we use. We have a lot of things that would decrease our fumble. Energy skill cost, bleed chance. Bleed chance is split. And is affected by offhand efficiency. So even though this is a 20% bleed, we're not getting the 20% bleed. On the main hand, we're only getting 16 of it. So, that's actually good to know. Sir, come back here. Sir? Sir, I need to buy more of your missing goods. Okay. Where did you go? Not you. Maybe you. It says 15 bleed, which once again, we're not going to get all that bleed, so it's kind of a shame. Because I'd like to be bleeding. Granted, we'll be hitting things twice, so that's twice the chance to proc it, I guess. %20 cost is freaking high. I might just want 2 of these and keep my costs down. Let's go and buy this belt. More per belt game. And we might not be able to perfectly buy everything either. Helmet-wise. Helmet-wise, we're looking pretty good. We're good on helmets. Glove-wise, we're looking pretty good. We're good on gloves. Captain boots. 3 extra protection. 3 extra physical resistance. 3 extra. This is like a 3% upgrade to everything. For 1 dodge, 2 energy. Okay, so this is almost certainly just the direct upgrade to what we have. Just, you know, perfectly fine. Heavy boots, heavy boots. Heavy boots. It's not bad for medium. More heavy boots. All right, so the real question is body armor. Do I want this Captain Cuirass? Because right now I can have either the boots or the body armor. And we get a lot more of an increase in base protection from the body armor. Plus we get hit in the body a lot more. So that just makes more sense to me. Let's go ahead and buy this guy. And there goes all my money. Granted, I still have a lot of things to sell. All right. I'm going to wrap this day up. And we'll come back tomorrow, sell some more stuff, buy some more stuff. All right, back again at the book trader. Already, this is taking me longer than I wanted it to. Kind of was saving you guys. I don't know. I'm just going to get rid of this. I don't know why I kept it thinking I was going to do something big. We'll see who will buy you. I know you have a booth there. Perfect. It's tough about who will buy these. 420 is a decent price. It's getting pretty low on things, on its money. We need to sell the salt too, of course. Let's not be silly. Tusks. Sure, you guys. Yeah. How much money you got? About 100. All right. Next vendor. All right. Almost hands down the best place to buy or sell salt is this guy. 590. Perfect. He wants this alcohol too. Sounds good. We could use it to cook certain things, but I don't think I even have those recipes, so I'm not going to worry about that. Anything else? You want to buy a dead guy's head? No? Okay. Well, don't say I didn't try. Next vendor. All right. More stuff for the jeweler, always. I did identify these things so I could sell them. And then I, obviously repaired them as well. Let's go ahead and organize this. This is a hot mess. Did not repair that. Oops, my bad. That's it. That's all you can afford. Oh my god, guy. You're never going to be able to buy all my stuff. Alright. Next vendor. Alright, this gentleman here will buy my dagger. It's not repaired, but 430 was a really good price, so you can have it. Also, you can have this old stuff here that you can't afford. Never mind. You can't even buy all my old gear. That's kind of embarrassing. Still so much stuff to sell. Alright, well, let's check the vendor down here, then. What do you got for me, guy who I can't understand? He has charcoal that I could probably flip, but I don't know if I care enough to. He's got this hatchet here. It's a tier 3, never mind. Ugh, just when I was starting to get excited. Do you want any of this stuff? 441. Okay, that's the best price out of anybody. Can't buy all of it, though. Kind of get to the point where, look, if you want it, just take it. Otherwise, I'm going to be here for days trying to sell all this stuff. And I'm kind of not down with that. Do you want one of these? You got 70 gold. Yeah, you can buy that. Perfect. Alright, let's come up here to the mage guy, because the huntress did give me some harpy stomachs or something. Look, I don't know. She had them. She's like, here, take them. I was like, okay, thanks. And I had a feeling he would be interested. So, that feeling was right, I guess. Perfect. All right. Let's see what the guilds offer here. Okay, he's getting away. Come back. These Brin trips are just taking so long. I've already spent way more of the episode than I wanted to. Let's see. What do you got for me, guy? Oh, that's sexy looking. Luckily, I'm not interested, but it's never mind. I was gonna make an off-color joke. I was gonna say it's like marriage. You can look, you just don't touch. No, you can't. They shouldn't be doing that either. So these captain boots are the upgrader that I think I wanted. What about axes? Do you got another one of those Brin hatchets? Do, yeah. So not a huge upgrade in damage, but you got to remember that. To me, counter chance is like damage. So it's free damage. So that 8% we're getting between the two is 8% more damage in my head. And losing a little bit of block, but I think that's okay. We're getting a lot of bleed too, even though it's going to be affected. Kind of okay with that. But now I'm out of money enough to buy boots. It's not a big deal, but I would like to get the money to buy these captain boots. Just so we could have tier 5 gear, just so I can be like, hey, I'm prepared, I'm ready. I don't think these are a big deal breaker either way. Move resistance is kind of nice. The bleed resistance is, of course, very nice, but it's not like I think we're going to fail without them. I think the main things we're upgrading my body armor, getting new axes, is really a solid deal. How much loot do I have? I still have so much. I still have a lot of things to sell. He'll buy this, though. You know what? I'm going to take him up on that. I don't care that he's not offering best price. He has a lot of money, and I'm kind of just okay doing this. Really, truly. Just so I can, God, quickly get it out of here. Because really the only thing I need to buy at this point is just one more piece of armor. A piece of armor, by the way, that he has. So, we'll make this real simple for me. Perfect. Alright, I'll consider that a job very well done. I would like to, ooh, very nice, buy some enchantment scrolls, but I don't feel like they're selling them as much as they used to. And I'm happy just to get decked out. Look at us go. We look great. Oh my god, phenomenal. Alright, let's go fight a dungeon. I think I know the one. Alright, so I went and rested up a little bit. Got some strength training too. Look at that. Body part damage, weapon damage. Oh, that's going to feel real good. Also, when I got the training, it was just enough for me to level up. So let's go ahead and put a little bit more in strength, because why not? That's just the kind of guy I am. And what exactly was I doing here? I know we were slowly working towards you. I think we're good on armor combat. We're going to leave it as is. Survival, I'm happy with that. I think leaving it a B. So yeah, let's go back down warfare. Opportune moment will be a lot, well, especially with these new axes that I got. We're going to be doing lots of damage encounters and hopefully keeping up that energy. So we'll grab this, work our way down to offensive tactics, and hopefully be able to use tactical advantage a lot more, and thirst for battle if I really, really need it, which could very well be. But where am I? Well, I'm outside this fort, of course, the old castle, which will be the, actually, I don't remember what it's called now. I'm blanking. I did pick up a lead from the fence saying, hey, do you know of any caves? And he said, yeah, I know this guy right here, the Storm Hollow, which could be, based on where it is, hopefully something better than this cave. Not necessarily. We'll have to check it out. Also doesn't mean that's the only caves out here. I've noticed before, and whether it was intentional or a bug or whatever, I've asked him before, hey, do you know any caves? He goes, oh, I don't know any caves, and then found some that he didn't know about. So just because he didn't know of any doesn't mean there's not more for us to discover. But for now, staying focused on what I'm doing. So let's go say hello to these peeps. See how they like my new higher level gear. Actually, probably should repair some of my old gear, huh? Well, we'll see how that goes. Fortunately, we might have brought a mage with us. Fortunately, we have tree. Well, we already chopped up his arm from the sounds of it. Very good. Execute. Ooh. Well, I was looking for that. Get a little bit more defensive. Oh, he's done. And you. Okay, well, so far so good, I guess. Footman's axe? Gross, get that out of here. You should come get abused by this tree. The tree of murder. He's gonna dash. Gonna probably try to dash twice, but let's see what he does here. And oh, he was pretty resistant to that, but we did block his seize initiative, and he does have a gaping chest rune, so that won't be any good for him. Nice counter, and his friend didn't come with him. Salted tough meat. Might come down to it. Let's go and rest a little bit, I guess. Since you're by yourself, no, he'll charge me. Let's not let him charge me. I don't know why everyone wants to die right there. Look at him. Bleeding like a pig. And dead. Let's go ahead. Put that guy back in there since we have the vigor. Who else is hanging out here? What's the name of the place again? Fort Grey Falcon. Of course, Iron Discipline. Alright, that could be a little rough for us. Is my sight really that good? Come on, get over here. Okay. Well, he's gonna try to chop me up, so let's fight him by the tree. Oh, he wants to die on this side of it. Okay. Got a nice counter on me. But not nice enough, you're dead. Dropped a glaive. This guy was nice enough to drop this. You need more, I guess. Alright, cool. Oh, who's beating up my hand so much? Are you by yourself? It's a spear. Okay. Let's lunge him. There we go. Mutilating lunge. Got a counter on us. We got a counter on him. Alright, there's more of them. Heal that back up. Big hit on its part. Let's go ahead and chop him up some more. Get nice mutilation in there. That's not going to be enough. Get that energy back. Perfect. And he drops some steel. Nice. We're going to be repairing all of our armor. Oh, that's not good for you, buddy. Right on the noggin. Oh, yeah, we got you good. You're done. All right. What else do I got in this pile of loot here? Other scales. I don't really need that. I will use you guys. Very nice. 16. Okay. Hey, free is free. I'll take that stuff. I think that's just about everybody here. Nope, I was wrong. It's too quiet. Yeah, all your friends are dead. Ugh. All right. All right, well, you're dealt with. Let's go ahead. We will brace for impact this time. Nice. Get it. Should be using brace of impact if I'm about to be charged. That was brought up before. It's absolutely right. It's literally in its name. You're bracing for the impact you know is coming. Can't argue that. Sure. All right, let's get in there. Got iron discipline, but so do I, damn it. So I want that loot. Cash money. Level 5. Already find this guy. Okay. Not the guy I'm looking for, but... it's very disappointing. How can you see me right there? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I hate you. Well, that was not me he critted. He critted this guy. Which is kind of funny to me, but... again, not really sure how you see me there, but... really not sure how you shot me through that, but... how can I use line of sight on this fight? Don't tell me I might have to fight him like a man. That's gonna... who just hauls that shield around with him like that? Like, no big deal. Okay, for that one bit. do care for these. And that's a nice axe, actually. Why am I so thirsty? So many questions. I'll pop it in there. Okay. Come on, big loot. Not quite. Nope. Hello, doggos. Not too concerned about this one. I'm not actually that concerned about any of them. Uh-oh. You didn't need a head. I didn't bat the dog. You can pretend I did. Uh-oh. Now these bleeds are everywhere. I feel like I've definitely noticed an increase in bleeds. I think that's actually doing a lot of damage for us. Between that and the counters, I feel like our damage has gone up dramatically. Not to complain. Hello. Oh, well, that didn't work out that well. Sure, why not? Nice. Very, very pleased with that for no real reason whatsoever. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Let's just end you, I think. He stepped on a trap, which I think is kind of hilarious, actually. This only affects... Nah, it affects everything. Fumble chance, damn. So it only affects me if I use an ability, but nope, that's not exactly true. Son of a bitch. Let's get deflect up. Shield shackles is off of me. God damn it. Alright, I don't even know what I just clicked there because I was actually trying to look at this guy. And you're executed. Bye-bye. Please screw off. Lord. Probably shouldn't have just opened the door and fought 5 people, though. I mean, I could kind of understand that. I was still with Will to Survive going, oof. Actually, we just throw leech on that guy. Oh, he's already healed up. Damn. Maybe I didn't need leech. Thought the leech was going to be a smart idea. Guess not. Let's take that. That's okay. Oh, I do have drugs. What am I doing? Why in the world am I not using them? Ooh. I was going to eat a pot roast too, but I think I left it behind, which was not ideal. Also lost my blessing, which is not really ideal. What are you doing? I'm watching you, guy. Got lucky that we dodged that. Or blocked it. Stupid staggers. You want more? Come here. Come here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you messed up. Range units really piss me off. I'm gonna eat your mushroom. What do you think about that? Wait, no, not like that. Also, I did not mean to drink that. It's alright. We'll be alright. This means I have to deal with the hangover longer. That's all. Let's go ahead. We will once again brace for impact because that's a coming. Made it work. We're optimistic again. There's our way downstairs. Let's break that. I want to stand there. Let's go ahead. We'll do a dance. Off with your head. Hello, doggo. Goodbye, doggo. Didn't have to be like this. Trained you for evil. Is that it for this room? Alright. Fair enough. I might want that later, but for now, we'll pass on it. Where is my purple yellow? That's a sexy axe there. I don't care what you identify as. That's sexy. You opened this door. You should definitely check it out. Uh-oh, your finger's gone. Now your head's gone. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh yeah. Keep it up. That's what she said. Okay. Steel rondels. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Pop this guy. Oh, ease my crowbars looking. Ooh. Okay, well. It's not the worst they could be. Could be a little bit better. Alright. Well, let's head downstairs. That's where the party is. Oh. What about you? This is the one. Ugh. Okay. I'd say there it was. This whole time, and I almost walked right past it. But alas, it was nothing. This whole time. Hello. Peekaboo. I'm burning through a lot more energy than I wanted, but some of that's because I didn't take this when I wanted to. So, yeah, that's kind of on me. Okay, that's unfortunate. Bro. Can't back up. Can't back up. You're already against the wall. Idiot. Oh. That was closer to me than I realized. Let's go ahead and pop this guy. Come back on the cooldown. And that's going to probably bring some trouble. Oh, yeah, sure did. So right now my gut's saying, hey, don't fight all these people. But then that happened. And now my gut's saying, you should totally fight all these people. Oh my god, I love it. Get over here. You're so dead. Class scraps. Yeah, sure. I got a coat I can use that on or something, I'm sure. Very nice. Just breaking stuff. Nope, I don't want that. Bees? Ooh, this is an armory door. More loot. Got lots of repair stuff. That feels pretty good. Especially since some of this stuff is really expensive to repair. Very good. 16. Alright. Yeah, that does feel nice. Okay, we'll read that book. Level 27. It's locked because armories always are. Oof. I don't think I'm gonna have the ability to take this all back, but let's see. Nor do I know if I really have anything left to buy in Brin. That matter? I mean, I just got all my tier 5 armor and weapons, right? So that means I really only want purples. I'll dismantle you, actually. Yeah, sure. Just kind of dawned on me. Dum-dum. You could be dismantling this stuff. Those sweet, sweet repairs. Not you. Not you. Not you. You... Shield doesn't do me any good. Okay. There wasn't like another piece of armor that I missed. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, it might not have been much, but it was good repairs. I'll take that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What do we have in here? We were supposed to have more purple stuff, you know? You got a lot of traps in here, buddy. Oh, let's back up, because I don't want him to cast spells on me the whole time I'm fighting this guy. Oh, and he got stuck in a net. Nerd. Can I execute you from here? Oh my, that was awesome. Another sword treaties. Look at those numbers. Oof. Off with your head. Alright, well there's a free net if I want one, I guess. Got money. Take that money. Leave those nails. Drink the water. Alright, what do we got? I was gonna say, this is potential to be boss room. I think that's a legitimate potential. Okay. Well, the good news is there's this doorway here, meaning they can't fight me all at once. The bad news is I don't like how it's angled. So why don't we make a solid retreat? They're gonna... Come on, let me walk. Even if this guy charges me, his friends can't get to me in time. I do wish I had like a healing potion of some sort. You made the mistake. You're alone. Uh-oh. I made the mistake. Okay. Ooh, wine. No, leave it. Now's not the time. Okay. Time to get cereal. Oh, he stepped on that trap. What an idiot. Got a nice counter there, but that's okay. He's wounded. Can't execute him. Yeah, I can't believe that boss just stepped on that trap like an idiot. Let's go ahead. Try to heal ourselves up a little bit. He's got that armor. I've got no energy. Oh, damn. He's got that nice counter going. Fucking block. God, I hate it. Just getting more and more stacks of parry. I hate that too. Fucking bleeding everywhere. Whatever survives, but pop off. That's no good. That's me. Ugh. I feel like this is a really good build, but I keep dying. I shouldn't have let him fight me with those kinds of benefits on, and I went into that fight with him with no energy. But beyond that, I kind of feel like we would have been fine. I don't know. Maybe I was just too hasty on it. But I feel like we should have been able to fight that. Ah, well. We'll get him next time. I'll do things a little bit differently. Probably have a completely different boss anyways. But I just hate ending so many episodes lately. Just be like, all right, well, we'll try again next time. Because this isn't... We died. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. You guys always have great ideas. And I learn a lot from what people tell me. So let me know your thoughts on that. I think the majority of the problem was I didn't have energy. I was stuck in a corner where I couldn't let him... Normally I would have let his perks kind of run off, right? He had some really nice abilities procced that I shouldn't fight against, but I had nowhere to kite him. I couldn't just leave, and I think I was dead either way. Between not having the energy and being in an area where I was stuck to fight him with those, I don't know if there's really a whole lot I could have done. But that's not always the case, and sometimes you guys surprise me being like, well, you should have considered this, or what about that? And I take that constructive criticism very seriously. So thank you for those that do. But regardless, that's all the time I got for today. So we'll go back in there. We'll kick some butt next time. It'll be a lot of fun. I want to thank the channel members specifically for coming by, hanging out, and supporting me. We have Luke M, Siegfried, Yanko, Magnus the Pious, Jordan C, Alex S, Victor M, Stina, Socially Awkward Gamer, Jesus L, Twisted Soldier Gaming, Cookie Legend, To Fear the Reaper, Nubs Plays, Raru, Jack SMD, Blessed X, Esben B, Main Account, Rabel, James O, Not Me, Lavender S, Red the Reckless, Mark, Alec, Aussie Pagan, Confined Poet, Ozak, and Trouble. Thank you guys so much for being channel members. It means the world to me, and even if you're not a channel member, I appreciate you coming by, hanging out, and having a good time. So please take care of yourself, stay safe, and of course, we'll be doing this again soon. Bye-bye.